For centuries, the Silk Road was more than just a trade route. It was a conduit of mystery, a highway of ambition. And at its heart lay a secret so profound, so coveted, that its possession meant unimaginable wealth and power. China held this secret tight, its grip secured by the threat of death. But empires rise and fall on the whispers of innovation, and one desperate empire, Byzantium, knew it needed this secret to survive. Their audacious plan? To send unassuming monks on a perilous journey, not for spiritual enlightenment, but for a living, golden thread hidden within hollowed bamboo. Imagine a world where a single fabric was worth its weight in gold, more valuable than spices or jewels. This was silk, the gleaming essence of luxury, the ultimate status symbol. For over 1,000 years, China maintained an iron grip on its production, meticulously guarding the secret of sericulture. From the meticulous cultivation of mulberry leaves to the delicate spinning of cocoons, every step was a closely guarded national treasure. To reveal its source, or to smuggle its living essence, was a crime punishable by death, a testament to its immense strategic and economic importance. Thousands of miles west, across arid deserts and towering mountain ranges, lay the dazzling Byzantine Empire, centered in Constantinople. Emperor Justinian I, a man of grand ambition, was acutely aware of silk's strategic significance. His empire, the heir to Rome, spent colossal sums on Chinese silk, both for its elite and for diplomatic gifts, bleeding its treasury. This dependency was a vulnerability, a weakness in the fabric of his power. Justinian craved independence, a way to weave his own destiny, free from China's distant, monopolistic control. He needed the secret, and he was prepared to risk everything for it. For centuries, the West only knew silk as a finished product, a magical thread from a distant land. The true origin remained shrouded in mystery. But along the bustling arteries of the Silk Road, whispers began to travel. Traders and travelers, especially those who ventured far into Central Asia, brought back fragmented accounts. Tales of strange worms feeding on specific trees, spinning the miraculous fiber. These rumors, however vague, reached Justinian's ears, igniting a daring idea. The secret wasn't just in the weaving, but in life itself. To acquire such a perilous secret, Justinian needed agents beyond suspicion. He couldn't send merchants or soldiers. Their intentions would be clear. His ingenious solution: Nestorian monks. These Christian ascetics, known for their piety and extensive travels throughout Asia, with a perfect cover. Their spiritual quest would provide a credible reason for their eastward journey, allowing them to traverse forbidden territories without drawing unwanted attention. Disguised by their faith, they would embark on a mission of industrial espionage, cloaked in robes of devotion. The monks embarked on an epic and treacherous journey. The Silk Road was a perilous labyrinth of deserts, snow-capped mountains, and bandit-infested passes. Days blurred into weeks, weeks into months, as they pushed further east beyond the traditional boundaries of the Byzantine world. They endured searing heat, freezing nights, and the constant threat of discovery. Each step was a gamble, their lives hanging precariously on their disguise and their unwavering resolve to bring back the golden secret that could transform an empire. After years of travel, their journey led them to Serindia, a region in Central Asia believed to be Khotan. Here, the monks finally witnessed the miracle of silk production firsthand. They saw the delicate white worms, gorging on fresh mulberry leaves, tirelessly spinning their lustrous cocoons. The true secret wasn't a loom or a dye. It was the tiny, living creature itself, the silkworm. And more importantly, they learned about the almost invisible eggs, which could be transported without detection, lying dormant, ready to hatch. Armed with this vital knowledge, the monks devised an ingenious plan: how to transport fragile, living creatures or their vulnerable eggs across thousands of miles without detection. The answer was simple, brilliant, and perfectly suited to their cover: hollow bamboo canes. They carefully extracted silkworm eggs, minuscule and dormant during a state known as diapause, and secreted them within the hollowed-out sections of their walking staffs. A simple, natural vessel, concealing the biological blueprint of an empire's fortune. With their invaluable cargo hidden, the monks began the arduous journey back. Every checkpoint, every suspicious glance, every encounter with fellow travelers was a moment of heightened tension. The weight of their secret, literally within their bamboo staffs, was immense. They navigated treacherous mountain passes and vast deserts once more, their outward piety a perfect shield for their clandestine mission. The fate of an empire rested in those fragile, dormant eggs, carried by two humble men whose faith served a dual purpose. Finally, after years of absence, the monks returned to Constantinople. They presented their bamboo canes to a waiting, expectant Emperor Justinian. The moment of truth had arrived. With bated breath, the emperor watched as the monks carefully opened the bamboo. Inside, barely visible, were the tiny, precious silkworm eggs. Justinian's audacious gamble had paid off. The living secret of silk, once China's alone, was now within the grasp of the Byzantine Empire. The game of empires had irrevocably changed. With the precious eggs secured, the Byzantine Empire swiftly established its own sericulture industry. Mulberry trees were planted, workshops were built, and the delicate art of raising silkworms and reeling silk was mastered. Within a generation, Constantinople became a major center for silk production, rivaling China in quality and output. This single act of audacious espionage not only ended Byzantium's costly dependency, but transformed its economy, cemented its prestige, and reshaped the geopolitics of trade for centuries to come. The tale of the monks and their hollow bamboo is more than just a captivating anecdote. It's a profound lesson in the power of knowledge, ingenuity, and daring. It underscores how seemingly small acts can ripple through history, reshaping economies, altering the balance of power, and forging new cultural landscapes. These unassuming monks, in their quiet act of biological smuggling, didn't just bring silk to Byzantium. They set in motion a chain of events that would influence global trade, luxury, and the very fabric of empires for 1,000 years. The Silk Road's greatest secret, once guarded by an entire empire, was ultimately undone by the quiet determination of two monks and their simple bamboo staffs. This audacious act of industrial espionage didn't just fill Byzantine coffers. It reshaped the world's most valuable trade, redefined luxury, and left an indelible mark on history. It reminds us that sometimes the greatest treasures aren't found in mountains of gold, but in the tiniest, most unexpected places carried by the most improbable of heroes.